あけおめ。
Good day.
Walk in the light of the visions.
Good day, warrior.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
Walk with strength.
I'd give the fly on the wings of the 10.
You and me both. Outlander.
It's good to see that you survived the cool room test.
Walk with strength.
We walk in strength. Hikaru. Hikaru is our strength. Saving him saved the tonight.
Next time, perhaps you could make a purchase.
You, warrior.
Go with
The
honor.
Outlanders see that Regala is treacherous.
Welcome, Outlander.
Stand strong, Outlander. You saved Hikaru. But how did he come to need saving?
Walk with strength.
May you crush your enemies.
do much. Place to rest. There's a body on the side of the trail. Now that's a find. Figure out how that lock started. Looks like he died quick. What was he doing here? My focus might show me more. machine. It might have attacked the Tenakth while he was climbing. There's a cave up here. I bet this is where the Tenakth was trying to get to. Greenshine. Was this what the Tenakth was after? But then that machine swooped down on him and he fell to his death. Oh, that's a bad way to go. There's Fall's Edge. Decca should be waiting for me in there. I'll fill up while I can.
Walking on her. What was fresh?
Welcome, Outlander.
Maybe they bring victory. Every battle brings surprise.
Good day, Outlander. Good day, champion. Leave yourself. Good day, Outlander. May your blade be
Really? There's nothing you want.
proudly. Let our blaze speak with all
That's her. The strongest of the outlaws. I'm telling the truth.
Listen to him, Aroke.
Not a chance. He's a traitor.
Greetings, warrior.
Thought I'd be grateful to an
I'm
outlaw.
going to petition to join the chief's guard. Aren't you supposed to be on guard?
May your blade strike true. Your courage inspires us.
Did the enemy give you any trouble out there? Were you at the pool?
Be proud. Regala came for victory and left in defeat.
You should learn more about our ways, Outlander.
Not you.
I hear.
She's clear to enter.
Stood certain in battle afterward. Regala got past our defenses.
Think that's effort, not effort. You heard. Seek out a herbalist.
All blades against the outlaw.
The rebels are going to attack.
Trust what he says. I vouch for him.
Sorry, Chaplain. Your word on this is compromised.
Decca, what's going on?
Aloy, I'm glad you're here. This is Aroke. leader of Falls Edge.
So you've enlisted the chief's champion in your dull-bladed efforts.
You must be Cavo, then.
My grandson. And a soldier trying to right his mistakes.
Or trying to lure us into a trap. My scouts caught him, sneaking around on the outskirts of the village.
I wasn't sneaking around. I was coming to warn you. The rebels are planning an attack. They're going to send a machine straight through this village. I left my post when I realized what they were planning. You have to believe me.
Where are the rebels now?
They were hunting for the machine north of here. I can show you the way.
The only thing you'll do is face trial by combat. You betrayed your clan. Your chief. Blood and blades will decide your fate.
I'll fight whoever you want, after we stop the attack.
Why destroy this village? I thought Regala's fight was with Hikaru.
Hikaru was a lowlander before he was chief. Unlike the Desert and Sky clans. We stand behind him without question. Falls Edge is a strategic midpoint between the Grove and our capital on the coast.
It's true. Our orders were to cut off Hikaru's support from the Lowland clan. But I thought that meant disrupting supply routes, not slaughtering an entire village.
You said you defected after you found out about the attack. Why'd you change your mind?
When I joined the rebels, I thought Regala was going to lead us into battle against our old enemy, the Karja. But all we've done is kill each other. And for what? Pride? Vengeance? So when my squad leader told us about the mission to destroy this village, I left my post.
Don't believe his lies. Anyone who deserted the tribe to join Regala knew exactly what they were getting themselves into.
Not everyone.
If Cavo is telling the truth, this whole village is in danger. We have to find and stop these rebels.
The rebels built a campfire north of the river, near the cliffs. I can show you the way from there.
Okay. Open it up, or okay?
No. I won't give him the chance to escape. The traitor stays here until his trial by combat.
Then I invoke blood for blood. I will take Cavo's place until he returns.
You're making a mistake, Chaplain. The clan needs your guidance, not the lies of this bare-armed boy.
The right has been called. Cavo will go with Aloy.
Then I'm going to. If the boy speaks truth, you'll need my blade. If he lies, I'll run him through. I must make arrangements here first. Then I'll bring the boy to the meeting place.
Fine. I'll see you there.
Was there something else?
I should go.
See you at the campfire.
Welcome. The Outlands on the Cool Route.
Your courage serves you well.
The campfire that Cavo mentioned should be nearby.
What's taking so long? They should be here already.
Someone's waiting ahead. But not Cavo or Roque. Rebels. Friends of Cavo's? Going to have to take them out to get to that campfire.
Should we go and check? No,
Movement.
our orders were clear.
There.
We hold this position until they arrive.
better have my back.
Are these rebels waiting to ambush whoever showed up? Cavo has some explaining to do. Better wait at the campfire for him and Hiroke. Found a few of your friends when I got here, Cavo. You're not off to a great start.
They must have been out on patrol. I swear on the 10, I didn't know they'd be here.
What did I tell you? His lies are an open sore. Better we cauterize it now than let it fester.
No! I'm telling the truth!
Untie him.
As you say. But this is a mistake.
And my weapon?
If you think...
Just give it to him, Hiroke. We need to get moving.
Lead the way.
Up this way.
Where are you leading us?
The rebels are stationed at the nearby cliff falls. I took this path when I left my post. The others won't be expecting anyone to come this way.
Or they are, and will be skewered the moment we arrive.
There's the cliff falls.
And there's no one there, as I suspected.
Let's just keep going.
I don't like this.
Where is everyone?
No rebels, no machine. What did I say?
Over there, by the falls.
Blood of the 10. If that thing runs to Fall's Edge, the bridge stands no chance.
Then we stop them. Right here.
On your lead, Aloy.
Nothing will stand in our way now! Grab your gear. We march on Fall's Edge.
Ugh, I'm getting soaked. My gear, too. It's like the sky doesn't like me. New Martians won't save the colony. He's just the land doing nothing. What the? Quiet out there.
Give it all you got! You wounded it! I'm ready for this.
Over here.
We did it. Cavo, you're bleeding.
I'll be fine. What matters is the attack was stopped.
Because of your warning, you saved many lives today.
Come on. Let's get you back to Falls Edge.
I guess I cracked some ribs, too.
Go on ahead. I'll see him back to the village.
Okay. I'll let Decca know what happened. Those wings holding up?
Good day. You saved Takara.
May your blade be sharp.
Your blade be bright. Near enemies.
Good day, Outlander.
Here you are, Aloy. But without Cavo and 3 leave, only you return? What happened?
Cavo was telling the truth. The rebels had a behemoth. Cavo was injured in the battle, but we stopped the attack. Aroke...
Regrets that he doubted the boy. Your grandson proved himself to be honest and brave, Chaplain. He's loyal to the lowland.
So you'll release him?
He's earned his freedom. But it'll take many more deeds to earn back the rest of the clan's trust.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Thank you, Aloy.
Indeed. Falls Edge owes you a great debt. May this begin to repay it.
Thank you.
As soon as you're healed, I have so much to show you.
Welcome back, Cavo.
Organa got past our defenses.
Seek out the wisdom of our Enjoy your time. Only drop blades and
Make a day for... Loosen up. Try again. Honor and strength.
Outlander. Come and trade.
I need to take out the leader.
Another watch. Long.
Did you see that too?
I've got you.
Man down, man down! I'm ready for a fight.
Could use shock ammo against that machine. They've got machines in here. I could override them and set them free. Stir up some trouble.
I'm fine. We're fine.
Any sign of the enemy?
Safe. I'll be ready when the
false
battle
alarm.
calls.
Judging by that armor, I think I know who's in charge.
What's the word?
Hekaro and his ilk don't dare challenge us.
All clear?
If that Outlander shows her face, I'll gut her.
Let's see if this one's got tags on them too.
I think there's movement. Don't strain yourself.
Tags from fallen soldiers. I should get these back to Duca. Without a leader, the rebels should abandon this place. But I could always deal with them now. Either way, I'm done here. We've got a nice view of Plainsong. The rebels must be keeping tabs on the Utaru. These rebels won't be bothering anyone else. Diving in. An image of the old world. Huh. Kind of looks like Plainsong. And some kind of metal structure. That did it. What is that? I was here before Zoe told me about this place. guess they were leaving offerings to the land god. It looks like something fried them. Whatever did it might still be around. Should try using something other than shock ammo. There's the land god. But I'll have to deal with those machines before I install the reboot code. Think that's all the machines? Time to install this code on that land god. Uh-oh. Stormbird. Must have been what killed those in trouble. Code installed on that land god. I should install this code on that land god. Rush of air. Let's try this again. Nice and easy. One down, two to go. Zoe, you there?
I'm here, Aloy.
I found T and installed the reboot code.
Fitting then that I feel thankful. T's festival came in winter, when all the grain from the harvest was stored away. It was a season of gratitude, and all the children would receive gifts. The best was my first bow, made of yew, strung by my father.
Well, he definitely taught you how to shoot well.
That he did.
There's one more thing. I found 2 of your people. Stormbird got them, but I took it down.
Oh. I'll make sure someone retrieves their seed pouches, so they may return to the land. All right then. I'll head to Plainsong and deliver the code to the land gods there.
There. One of the land god shrines. Zoe said this one sank in a nearby lake. The land god must be down there somewhere. Time for a swim. Shut that machine down quick with shock ammo. I better stay away from that snap maw. Thanks for all brought my stashes, Ruth. I need to get to that land god so I can install the reboot code. This should help you get back on track. That should do it. Another land god dealt with. Hey, Zoe?
Aloy, how goes it?
Had to swim a bit, but I gave the reboot code to So.
Ah, good. We used to celebrate So in the fall, at the beginning of the harvest, with wine made from elder flowers. When I was 12, I got tipsy on it and kissed a boy in the sage garden.
How'd that go?
He was so surprised he nearly fell into the mulch. It would be good to see So again. Plowing the fields in the afternoon sun.
How are things on your end?
Getting there. A few land gods to visit still.
Okay. I'll call you when I'm done with the last one.
Thank you, Aloy.
Must be the shrine for the land god now. Be past those vines. Vines are clearing up. Let's take a look. There, up on that ledge. Gotta climb up to that land god. It looks like this one's been here for a while. I won't be able to install the reboot code with these vines in the way. But where there's vines, there's a metal flower. I just have to find it. There we go. Should be able to access that cave now. I'm making good use of this. Treadwing carcass. Must have dropped the flowers and then crashed. Looks like I can climb up the side of the cliff. Might help me get to that metal flower. There, the flower. If I can deactivate it, the land god will be free from the vines. Then I'll have to find a way up there. That's better. Time to get this code installed. This'll help you get better. That's the last land god. Zoe, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Aloy.
Just planted the reboot code on Doe. He was a bit tangled up, but he's better now.
Good to hear. Doe always returned to the sacred cave at the end of winter, so his festival foretold the coming of spring. During those times, I remember clinging to my mother by the hearth, snuggling for warmth and listening to her sing of new beginnings.
Which is exactly what you're going to give to your people.
I hope so. When you can, meet me at Plainsong and we'll send out the reboot signal. I've delivered the code to all the land gods, save one. Only La is left. I'm here with her, just east of the main village.
Okay, I'll get there as soon as I can. They'd fire that machine with shock ammo. Not much point to using acid here. Rebels. I need to get rid of their leader.
roasted lizard right about now.
Should use shock ammo.
I'll be ready for the next fight. Whatever comes. The Lizard Clan should pledge to Regala. She's their blood.
Anything you're complaining about today?
I knew it! Help me!
Still in this fight.
Can you see her in the smoke? Ready? Then search! If she's out there, I'll find her. What's there? You sure she's here? We watch each other's backs. I'll keep looking.
Not really sure what to do now.
We should have found her by now.
Every enemy earns their death.
I can stop tensing up now.
She disappeared. She didn't die. So stay alert.
That must be the leader of this outpost. They seem to have the best gear.
Out there without supplies?
Sitting ducks out here.
missions. Check them for tags. Check the leader for tags. Just like I thought. Dooku will want to see these. That Nox soldier warned me about them. Whatever they're doing, it can't be good. Osram? What are they doing here? That was close. If I'm gonna figure out what these guys are up to, I need to find whoever's in charge.
chance of a break?
Dead. Recent. Get searching. Don't touch Heather. Find whoever did this.
Look all you want.
See anything? I'll be better if you stop distracting me.
Maybe I can bring that bridge down.
Someone was supposed to relieve me hours ago.
Looks like they're getting ready to ship out these weapons and armor. Probably to rebels all over the West. That'll hurt their operations if I get rid of them.
See anything out there?
Shoulders feel tense. Be better if I was in a fight.
They fortified an entire section of the camp. What are they hiding in there?
Orders are orders, I guess.
Cannot catch a break from this heat.
My blade. It's looking a little long in the tooth.
Are we clear? Huh?
They've got it to knock the prisoner. Not too good.
Konbanni.
こんばんは。あ、そうか、これを開けるのか。
The champion killer. Are you here to wipe out these traitors?
I'm here to help, so just follow my lead.
Easy enough.
よいしょ。これどうやって降りるんだ？ほら。 あ、そうか、これを壊すんだよな。なんかあそこのトンネルも気になるな。なんだこれは。どこだこれは。あそこに行くには、ほい。ほい。ここら辺に石投げたら来るんじゃね？
What are the Oseram doing working with Tenakth rebels? I should take a look in there. Might be a command center.
石をポイポイ。
やってること対馬やん。
そうだね。2022年の AI はアホですよ。22年だっけ？朝栗もそうだね。基本一緒だね。なんかオープンワールドステルスっつったらなんか朝栗が元祖みたいなイメージあるけどな。スプセルとか、ああメタルギアとかもそうだね。懐かしいね。
To all sons of Prometheus, engineers and operatives, I've been hearing some belly aching, whining about the Tenakth, the work, the conditions, the occasional limb loss to a machine when someone gets careless. I get it. It's been a long road. We've suffered. We'll continue to suffer. But we're close.
隠れる系のミッション苦手だわ。
The Karja will pay for the Red Raids in blood. And so will all of their collaborators in the Vanguard and back in the claim. So shut up. Get back to work and always remember, a reckoning is on the way.
It sounds like the sons of Prometheus want blood. And the Karja are the target.
なんかさ、あれだよね。
Let's see what else these guys have been up to.
結局なんだろう、かっこよくステルスしようって頑張ってさ、なんか見つかっちゃって暴れん坊将軍になることの方が多いよね。ああ皆殺しだみたいな。こんなはずじゃなかったのにって言いながらあ、巻物、これも調べるのか。
Map. It marks supply lines to different outposts. So I was right. This place makes weapons and armor.
殺すしかなくなっちゃったよ。
I should destroy as many munitions as possible. That should hurt the rebels' operations.
なんか初期のステルスゲーとかさ、なんだろう、隠れる範囲が結構ガバガバです。いや、見えてんじゃんみたいなやつとかさ、壁越しに貫通して見つかるみたいなんとかさ。で、ステルスゲーって FPS もまあちょろちょろとあったけど、やっぱりこう TPS が主流でさ、なんか TPS で銃撃つんだったらもう伝統の右上バグとかね、その当時からあって未だ何も解決してないっていう、なんか時代を感じますね、ゲームの。なんか外で歩いてるやつに1秒ぐらい見つかってさ、あっっていう瞬間でさ、すぐ倒せてんのになんか基地全体にアラートが鳴り響くみたいな、なんでやねんみたいなんとかさぐぬーっと言いながらやってたよね。これなんかこそこそ隠れてやるのは大好きっすよ、私。あれもう誰も残ってない。あそこに一人いるじゃん。お散歩の民を発見した。ほら。
A solid victory.
So the sons of
Thank you,
Prometheus
soldier.
are coming after the Karja and the Vanguard. I need to find out more about their operations and stop them. The Vanguard is Aaron's unit. I should talk to him about this.
武器も破壊したいけど破壊できる持ってるかな。これでいいか。
めんどくせえから皆殺しじゃってなる？
うんたまになるね。なんか装備整ってくるとなりがちだよね、そういう風にね。いやもうご利用しでいいですわみたいな感じにどうしてもなっちゃうよね。なんかこれ上の方になんか壊すのが残ってたような。ああ違うんです。だとそう2年前ぐらいも上を残して散々基地の中を探し回ったのを思い出した。なんか成功した思い出より失敗した思い出の方がきつく残りますね、記憶に。まだどっかにある？まだどっかにある。あった。そうだ、捕虜の下だ。ここでしょ。あ、やっぱり。ん？まだあるぞ。備蓄武器を破壊する。なんで？ここになんかあるやん。目の前にあった剣。やったぜ。じゃあハッピーゾウさんに会いに行こうか。 ピーゾーさんってどこにいたっけ？あ、ここだ。あ、いたいた。
Zoe's back.
What is she doing to Law?
Aloy, you made it.
Should we stop her?
All of the land gods have been updated. Now to send out the reboot signal.
Ah, 綺麗だな。
They're singing.
The singing. What does this mean? A new beginning. Gaia told me this would happen. To all of them.
Mizu kumo.
T, So, and the rest. She called it a reboot sequence. But I didn't think it would be so beautiful. Soon the land gods will return to tilling the soil as they once did.
Zoe, the chorus wants a word.
Of course they do.
Do you want me to come?
No need. I'll just tell them that our lands will soon bloom again. Who are they to argue? Find me later, and I'll tell you how it went.
Good luck.
.なんかあれだよね、昔ハードディスクかなんだっけ、フロッピーディスクかなんかの動作音で音楽作ってる人いたよね。にょにょにょでヒゲのあの子に会いに行こ
う。音 MAD とかいうやつですか。
なんか、そういう概念とかができる前だよね。その本当に初めの頃に、ニコニコとかになんか落ちてたんじゃないかな。起動音だけで、なんだっけ、なんかクラシックな曲作ったりしてる。なんか外人さんと日本人もいたような気がする。何をどうしたらそういうことしようと思ったのみたいな。インターネットのなんだろう、最初のなんか動画とか素材が盛り上がってた頃ってさ、なんかガチになんだろう、真面目に狂ってる人多かったよね。なんでそっちに行ったお前みたいな。どうしてそうなったみたいな人多かったよね。
Alright, let's look at this mess of data then.
Aloy, may we speak?
いやー、まだハッピーなんだよな、この頃は。基地が。ハッピーゾウさんが。
Welcome back.
Good to be back. Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we had here, she turned so pale, I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
Sounds like Alba.
Oh, I also wanted to give you this. For helping with the land gods. Plainsong is in your debt.
Thank you, Zoe.
You deserve much more for all you've done. May the land always bloom in your steps.
And yours? How are things with everyone?
Slightly quieter. Aaron's been busy scouring data on his newest obsession. Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind of performance. Called it metal versus meat. A must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it. You'd think we have enough of that going around as it is.
ディスカバリーチャンネルとかでやりそうだもんな。
Read anything interesting lately?
I found out the old ones use leaf infusions like the Utaru do. Tea, they call it. Apparently it helped soothe them. That and some sort of scented wax they used to cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths. Me, I think I'll stick to singing to calm the nerves.
How to go with the chorus after we fix the land gods?
They were shocked when I told them that our lands would soon be on the mend. I thought Fane's eyes would pop out of his head. But of course they had no choice but to take it as good news, even if it meant all their preaching about meekly accepting our doom was exposed as rot. To be honest, I found the conversation to be highly enjoyable.
I'm glad. You deserve it. They're lucky that you never gave up on saving them.
そうだ、ウタルのなんか集落助けてくれっていうのを放置してるんだよな。
I need to get going.
Right. You've retrieved the Omega clearance. That means we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. I'll make sure my gear's ready.
いやー、時間がね、ここで止まればいいんですけどね。
There she is. Heard you had an interesting time at Thebes.
Maniacs, lava, what's not to like?
I'll remember that next time I go traveling.
At least I got what we needed to trap Hephaestus.
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
I was hoping you could help me with something. It's about the Tanakh rebels, and it also has to do with the awesome.
この会話になるんだ。
That doesn't sound good. Let me know what I can do to help.
よくできてるな。
You look tired?
Ha! You never want to hold back, are you? I've just been making sure that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do fine, Erend. Have you spoken with Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her first ale. She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous.
That's
but I can see why
sure.
you two hit it off.
なんかも
What's wrong with your shoulder?
Yeah, it hurts a little. Yeah, maybe a lot.
What'd you do?
Well, I tried to arm wrestle with Cthulhu.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
I was just curious to see if that new arm of his was as strong as it looked. Turns out it really is.
いやでもな、擬態化問題って出るんだろうな、この20年か30年間。
They call themselves the Sons of Prometheus. It looks like they're the ones overriding machines for the Tanakh rebels.
I thought that was something only you could do.
They're familiar with ancient tech, and they're as anti-Karja as it gets.
So, last year we stopped Durval and his cronies from blowing up Meridian in retribution for the Red Raids. And now you're telling me we have another group of Oseram trying to wipe out the Karja with an army of machines and bloodthirsty Tanakh?
Pretty much.
Oh, that's just great!
Is there any way you can help me find out who they are? Anything to track them down and stop them?
Yeah, I can send out some messages from Chainscrape. Get in touch with my contacts in the claim, see what I can find out.
I'd appreciate that.
See what I can find.
I see you've got Strike set up.
I would, but she can be pretty...
Guess I'll have to... I should get going.
As soon as you want us heading...
I'll give you the heads up.
From the look on your face, I'd say the mission was a success.
I got Omega clearance. Is everyone ready to head out to Cauldron Gemini?
As soon as you give the word.
Did Alva make it here all right?
Our new Quen friend. The moment she laid eyes on the archives, she jumped on them like a long leg.
Sounds about right. Now that I have Omega clearance, we can grab Hephaestus and finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once. Once Gaia is back up and running, I expect you to put all your training to good use.
The seeds have been planted. All they need is a chance to bloom. What? I thought that was pretty good. Zoe liked it.
I'm glad you and Zoe found each other.
Don't forget, you're to blame for that.
I should go get this to Gaia.
Of course.
アルバちゃん。アルバちゃん、あ、いたいた。いや、もうこれもうポリコレの塊だよな、アルバちゃんとかな。
Aloy!
Right to work, I see.
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about we take it one step at a time?
You're right. I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at Landfall.
You mentioned Eric Visser? How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about them. Whatever legacy they left behind, the Diviners haven't recovered.
I see you've been using your new
It's been fascinating. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover? With this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could that is, whatever part of it the Overseers would actually let us study.
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
A Diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
ここら辺あれですよね。中国の民への配慮を感じますよね。
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are. I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely. It's refreshing. Back home, Diviners can only share data with the permission from the Overseers.
Sounds restrictive. and stifling.
You are not wrong.
Anything new around here?
Kotalo showed me the schematics for his new arm. I recall reading about robotic limbs within the Legacy, but I never thought I'd see one in action. Technology like that would be treasured back home. But knowing the Imperial family, they would use it for different purposes. Their own.
Replacing body parts as they grow older. Like the Zeniths.
Exactly.
なんかいっぱいあるな。
Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of...
Diviners are meant to seek out the... And many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something, but the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire. Like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why Diviners are only allowed to access segments of the Legacy. Only Overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to Diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
ここら辺はあれですよね。フォールアウトとかと似てますよね。
You said you owed me an explanation for what happened in Thebes.
Right. I'll start at the beginning. As such, he sponsored many Diviners to search the Legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took...
Ted Faro, Rick.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the Diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named Sio, the living embodiment of Ted Faro, a renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
You said the
We lost, and that was before. Once we landed, there were bright spots, but he became more and more. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence, and we knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
Why?
Guy.
The Quen are wrong about many, but what the CO became was a complete perversion of what
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than CO?
He won't execute people on a whim, but he's hardly a paragon of integrity. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about... The ancestors...
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us...
The CO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners. Peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family. Only Alika...
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone. Not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
Sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the Empire... Last time I was... Because of my... But if...
I promise I'll... I need to get going.
All I need is to help you succeed in your mission. The plan, it will help.
I hope so.
Then I will do whatever I can.
やっぱ無理があるよな。あ、いたいた。
The rebels have taken heavy losses. Chief Hikaru will be pleased. Aloy.
I bet people are curious about that new arm of yours.
None more than our Quen ally, I assure you. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it works. I gave her the data I used to build the thing, hoping that would satisfy her curiosity instead.
Good luck with that. Have you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar. Her mind is sharp. That much is certain.
Trust me. She's tougher than she looks.
I will take your word for it.
How are your studies going?
I wanted to learn more about the world of the Old Ones.
And?
I looked up this pharaoh guy and learned about the... To think that the ancient... There is no glory or honor in such a fate.
That about sums it up. I need to get going.
I await your command.
Hmm. 下の子もなんか会話フラグあんのかな。気になるな。どうやって下行くんだっけ。これか。え？下の部屋入れなくなってる。マジか。
引き返せないパティーン。
なんかね、なんかこの上に持ってけってことなんだろうな。やだなぁ、進めたくないなぁ。でも進めるしかないんごね。
Welcome back. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct. But the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take longer than previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the zeniths.
Good. As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting himself in the face.
Aloy, you better get down here.
信頼性が。
Okay.
あ、いいよ、ともなんか話すんだ。
I believe Varl is still.
I know.
As you wish.
How's all of us settling in?
As soon as she arrived, a particular file soon caught her attention. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I'm
sure she'll like that. So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your alpha clearance.
Which is why I got Ted Farrow's Omega clearance.
Correct. While you were gone, Beta constructed the transport rig and pulse generators. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus.
あれだよね、ガイアってモーガン・フリーマンに似てるよね。
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
How long will that take?
Because the work will be split between you and Beta, it will take approximately 4.5 hours.
And during that time, the others...
Correct. The energy surge should...
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. So I, found Thebes. What do you think Ted would have done if his...
It seems he convinced himself it
Ah,
was his duty to guide future humans. Given the tribal nature of new humans, and his ability to use Omega clearance on the terraforming system, I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Okay. Yep, glad that didn't happen.
これでもなんかね、不安定なね、アップデで光るときは、なんだろう、黒い帯が自動的に挿入されるところと、今みたいに飛んで読めねえよって感じの時と、なんかバラバラなんよね。
There was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown. My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
I guess I should get...
As you say.
あ、ほら。
Well, Aloy.
なんかね、これはポチッと。ドローンの回収とかも行かないとダメなんだよな。なんか進行状況とか見れんのかな。収集物の数がね、ゾッとするほどあるよね、ホライゾンって。収集アイテム。スキルポイントも溜まってきたな。ウタルの番人。 もうレジェンダリーゲットしたからいらないんごね。あ、でもスキルの弾だけ欲しい。防具をで、武器もなんかあったな。強化だけして、お金がない。なんて答え。悲しい。金欠になったん。でも、もういいでしょ。
草。
そう、いかにだからなんだろう。普通にやってたら制限きついかがわかるよね。なんかね、普通に、なんだろう、何も攻略情報とかさ、仕込まずに
素材も金も辛そう。
そういや、全然手に入んないのよ。なんか防具とかも、この、緑、青、紫、黄色ってこう、なってるじゃん。でね、青はまあまあ、青とか緑はまあまあなんだけど、なんか紫とかも1個ぐらい、ようやくマックスにできるかなっていうぐらいなんだよね。最初は。武器とかもなんか、こういう、なんだろう、レジェンダリーが手に入っても全然強化できないから、まだ青を使ってますみたいな。で、うまく設計したのよ、この、なんだろう、青の、例えばこれ今4段階強化じゃん？ 4 段階とか5段階マックス強化と、紫とか、そう、紫とかレジェンダリーの無強化が大体同じぐらいになってんのよ。ぶっちゃけこのスロット、カスタムスロットの差ぐらいしか出ないね、最初は。で、これをマックスまで強化すると、全然強いんだけど、メイン進めないと、なんだろう、地図上にポップしないの。ここにタイドリッパーとかいたりとか、なんだろう、ここら辺にもなんかいる。そう、これドレッドウィングとか、これ最初、スポンしないのよ。行ってもいないんごってなるね。最初、ここでゲートがあって、で、次、ここら辺はいけるけど、ここを越えれないように透明の壁ががっつり敷いてあって、で、ここを越えたら、もう、こっちまでずっと行けるんだけど、こっちの離島は渡れなくなってて、でこういう最後の方に来る街の強い武器を無理やり手に入れても、こっからね、ひたすら走って、ここに直行しても、買えるっちゃ買えるんだけど、強化も全くできないのみたいな。結局強化するのに使う素材を 集めるために強い武器がいるっていう、そのモンハンみたいなやつ、パティになるのよ。ミラボを倒すのにおすすめの武器防具はミラボ装備ですみたいななんだよそれみたいな
うまくできてんな。
そう、なんかオープンワールドのなんか蓋の仕方としてはすごく苦労してるんだなーって感じはするんだけど、ちょっと制限きつすぎんかって感じはする。そのゲーム性とか考えると。結構なんか、なんだろう。今難易度ノーマルでやってるけど、これ強い武器だったら結構サクサクいけるけどさ、なんかもう、弾がねえっていうぐらい打ち込んでようやく最初倒せるみたいな感じの時にさ、開いても、素材入ってないよとかかなりきついよね。
I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. A slave. Forever. Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I looked through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect? Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. But it looks impossible. Look deeper. And then fight like you can win.
や、俺自分のクローンとか言ったら絶対仲良くなれない気がするけど。
We'll find another way. I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible. I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
でもなんかこうファブリックとかマテリアル系の描写力って上がったよな、ここ何年かで。いやー、聞き返せないやつ。行くべきか、行かざるべきか。どうしよう。
That is focus things trying to kill me?
You did almost drown it in beer.
Not on purpose.
Hey, I thought I'd check in before leaving for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you? Whatever went on. Not that I'm judging.
I think we'll be fine.
I'm glad to hear it.
After we get Hephaestus.
It wasn't that bad. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something. You know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world. I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though. They bought time for all the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you, I'll consider myself a success.
Thank you, Erend.
かっこええ。
Glad you're with me.
Okay, enough. I'm gonna get emotional.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva, but I don't think she knows what taking a break means. And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
What about Catalo?
Now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
I should go.
Same here. I gotta...
Aloy, everything okay with you? It sounded like you guys had a, lively conversation.
We just had a lot to talk about.
Does this mean she's coming with us to Gemini?
It does. I hope you're ready to rein in the most stubborn AI of all time.
That's what all this was for, wasn't it?
Hephaestus won't go down quietly.
Hephaestus is just a program that's lost its way. We are fighting for our survival. I can always call upon the goddess if you're nervous.
Funny. You were right, you know, about keeping Rost's memories buried. I guess part of me thought he was holding me back, because he wanted me to be a Nora. But the truth is, he gave me a lot. And I took him for granted.
He was a good man. He raised you well.
Take it for granted. I
hope firing off those pulse generators will be enough to distract the Zeniths.
It'll work. It has to.
Always optimistic, huh?
Nah, just stubborn. It's a good quality to have when dealing with you.
Yeah, right. Any last findings you want to share before leaving?
Not really. Though I've reached a decision.
Oh?
When we put Gaia together, I want to return to the Nora, spread what I've learned.
You think they'll listen to you?
In time, I believe so.
If anyone can make it happen, it's you, Varl. What will you and Zoe do if you go back to the Embrace?
I hope she'll come with me. At least for a while. And I'll go with her to Plainsong too. She'll probably want to talk to her people about all this as well. We'll figure it out.
I know you will. How does everyone seem to you?
Anxious, but ready. I heard Katalo ask for Alva's help with his pulse generator. And I know he's been helping her with a few fighting techniques, just in case.
I hope they aren't needed.
Like I said, just in case.
I'm glad you're coming.
Sure there's no urge to run?
No more running.
何？ルバちゃんにびっくりマークついてる。
Hey,
I've already got the...
good.
I heard you...
News traveled.
It wasn't exactly...
There were just things that...
A healthy crop to the...
You look like you have some...
We're going to war soon, but it makes me realize fighting for that gift...
Helps to know you're not alone.
For a moment there.
I don't know what you're talking about. I should...
As soon as you intend to leave for Gemini...
You'll hear about it. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is is...
Not anymore.
To understand one another is to embrace truth. Oh!
Hmm?
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, it's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So, the legacy tells us, anyway. If we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the... Every year, my sister gets terrified when...
Okay.
That's the thing. But one of our... Would you come with me? You're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course.
Thank you, Aloy.
Must be strange.
Yeah, it is. Maybe... Or Sung Jiao. But my... Perhaps it is...
Any more?
All of it? I have so much to study. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized... But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's overwhelming to think about.
Even so, where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose... Have you spoken with...
A little bit. I did hear her singing with Varl not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. Zoe seemed so... free when she did it. And she looked... I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime. About Utaru music.
Maybe.
Yo.
If you need anything before heading out to the cauldrons...
You have nothing to worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail, as expected from such an efficient AI. I've even received some very, succinct combat advice from, you know, in case the Zeniths show up.
What kind of advice?
He, told me to run.
For now. We'll even the odds soon enough. I should go. Make sure you talk to Gaia if you have any questions about the pulse generators.
May your path lead to truth.
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
いやー、進めたくないんごね。がっつりサブクエとかやるかな。どうしようかな。
Aloy.
Had a bit of...
I'm not...
Really?
I once knew a...
Did he ever...
In time.
Ah. Think you're ready to put all your...
I am to knock.
You nervous?
If I live, it will be in... What matters most is that you...
I'll do my best. I should go get...
I await your order.
いや、ちょっと待って。盗賊やっちまおう。強い武器をゲットしよう。もうちょっとだけハッピーゾウさんでいてもらおう。で、あとどこが残ってる？ここ。結構残ってんな。マジか。いや、でもあの武器絶対いるしな。早めに取っときたいよな。よいしょ。あ、そっか、ここのサブクエもやってないのか。新コードを見れるんじゃないか疑惑。また 65%。結構がっつりやってるつもりでも全然まだまだやった。で、ゴリ押し装備とかにするか。の前に、ちょっと待って、落ち着け。お金がなかったんだった。なんか売りに行こう。ここにいる誰かになんか売りつける。あれ？商人さんがいないんご。あ、なんかいる。いらないもの。大量に増やした何かを売ればいい。か。うわー、これめんどくさ。一気に数増やせないやつじゃん。面倒。ちょっと待て。溢れてるやつなんだ。マシンコア。台を売ればいいか。1000個あったし。スタックごと売却。どこにあるんだ。 これを丸ごと売る。よし、お金持ち。んで、今度こそ盗賊をやるぞ。フラグを立てて、もしかして夜になっちゃう？これ朝だったの？よ。どうした？こっち来れば？ここで寝なさいよ。よいしょ。こらこら。ヘッドセットの線が。よいしょ。よいしょ。よいしょ。よいしょ。これ、こっちで合ってるの？あ、そうか、本当はあっちから。シュー。なんかおる。
Another rebel outpost. I was told I'd find one here. If I take out their leader, maybe the rest will retreat.
うひょー。いっぱいおるやん。
Setting it on fire won't help.
さてと、隊長だけうまくやって逃げれんかな。めんどいぞ結構。射角が取れない。今です。
Check for tags.
Who goes there?
これで OK？ 気づいてるっぽいやつ。結局みんな気づいたやんけ。 の子たちは2階に上がれないっぽい。
We get a strong color on this. Bags. Just like I thought. Dooku will want to see these.
That enemy is still here. Be on your guard. We were right to have a look around. Chargers, bristlebacks, claw striders, all in a day's work.
Yo. よいしょ。そこの死体がまだなんか持ってる。あとはあの子をやるだけ。
Get to me! Damn it! Take her out!
あれ、もう一人声が聞こえる。よいしょ、よいしょ。よし。ここ。どうした？ここが高いからここにいなさいよ。エリアごとに解放してか。正面から殴りに行くか。うひょ。なんか機械が。よシュレッド。なんか拾う必要なくても拾っちゃうのは貧乏症だな。 お馬さんが来ない。
It's a rebel camp. Built under a horse? What are they doing here?
遅いよお馬ちゃん。森で見つけたやつはバキバキやっていくスタイルでいくか。あそこに一人第一村人。ゴミエイム。
This is it. Time to find whoever's in charge. Figure out what's going on in this camp. I do not like the look of this place.
中になんか入れないかな。ここら辺から入れる。
Everything's sticking. Ugh, damn this heat.
No. おお。落ちてもた。あれなんかリアムがなんかいちいち拾うのめんどくさいな。そこに一人。ここに一人。あ、なんか紫色が取りたい。ん？なんかこっちから声が。ルールルほら。
Wish my brothers from the lowland would join the cause.
こ クローストラインだ。運がうろちょろしてる。
They held machines down with this. And that hammer. It has an override module like mine, but different. I think this is what the rebels use to override machines. So, if I get rid of it, the rebels will have fewer of them.
Yoいしょ。これはこっちからアイテムがある。よいしょ、ほいしょ。どうやって壊すんだっけ。あ、これいいか。
Make it harder for the rebels to add more machines to their army? I should find whoever's in charge. Make sure I shut this place down for good.
で、どうやってどこに行くんだったっけ。ここ登るじゃん。なんか隙間があったような気がするんだよな。なんか自分がいるとこがもう隙間か。よいしょ。石。おい。
Someone there?
Sons of Prometheus. This one has a focus. Figures. How else would they override machines? I better take it. This focus is encrypted. Maybe I can hack into it back at base. What else have you been up to? Orders to increase the number of machines being captured and overridden. Corruptors. Built the override module on my spear from one of them. Now the rebels are using them too. It's an override module, like mine. It's been altered. Looks like it needs to be inside a machine to work. That's what the equipment outside is for. They pierce through a machine's armor and insert the module to override it. So the rebels harvest ancient corruptors in the area to get override modules. And I'm guessing the Sons of Prometheus modify them to be shoved into machines permanently. Now they have orders to override a lot more of them. It'll be hard with their equipment destroyed. I could go, or I could take out the rest of the rebels. I've dealt with the main threat here either way.
なんか出口がねえんだけど。こうか。まだなんか誰か残ってんのかしら。大概もうやったと思うんだけど。お外お散歩中のやつがいるのか。
Let's hope the focus I found can tell me something useful about the Sons of Prometheus.
Really? もういませんけど。前か。まあいいや、お前さんで走って、ファストラすればいいのか。なんかここら辺になんかあったよな。まあいいか。あ、優先クエか。ちょっと拠点に先に帰ろう。なんかのフラグになってたっけ。
I should go to my room and check out the focus I found in that rebel camp.
We can find the right strategy.
Okay, the focus I got from the Sons of Prometheus is encrypted, but with a little time I should be able to hack it. There, got it.
Aloy, it seems you've recovered some property that doesn't belong to you.
Well, you're not surprised to see me? You know, after you tried to sell me out to the Zeniths at the Hades Proving Lab?
Hardly. When I realized the lone huntress had been raiding Regala's camps, I knew you had escaped. Subtlety is not your strong suit. From now on, I suggest you stay away from rebel operations. You're meddling with something you don't understand.
What I understand, Silence, is that you've doled out machine overrides to dangerous people, and stoked up a tribal civil war. Again. I'm gonna put a stop to it.
Fine. Stubbornly blunder ahead as usual. Your efforts will only slow the inevitable. A warning, though. The Sons of Prometheus are very tenacious, and they want your head. There's nothing I can do about that now.
Oh, I'm scared. What will I do without your protection?
You should be scared, Aloy. More than you realize. But I have better things to do than educate you. Best of luck flailing about in the fog of ignorance.
Ow! One of these days, I'm gonna shut that arrogant mouth of his. Permanently. But first I have to figure out why he's doing what he's doing.
サイレンスの役者さん亡くなっちゃったんだよな。どうすんだろうな。
So much of who I am is because of Rost. Even now, he's still teaching me. And he'd probably scold me for taking so long to learn a lesson.
Wait.
All this time I've been so focused on what Elizabeth was like, what she would do. I was wrong to hold Beta to that standard. I probably shouldn't even be doing it to myself. I'll try to do better.
What? あ、ここでフラグ立つのか。
You just look good. That's all. Hey.
Did you find anything out about the Sons of Prometheus?
Yeah, my contacts are looking into it, but nothing yet. Plus, I have the Vanguard checking Chain Scrape and Barren Light, in case these guys are moving any supplies through there. But if they are, I'll bet they're being careful about it.
Yeah. And they have focuses, too. Makes it easier for them to evade guards and patrols.
Hold on. Way back, when we first met, you came looking for me in Meridian because you detected Olin's focus with yours, right? So does that mean that if I go back to the Daunt with this...
You could scan for other focuses.
And if an Oseram is wearing one of these, they'd have to be a part of that Prometheus group.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I've been known to have those once in a while.
Just let me know if you find anything.
You got it.
You should know. Silence is involved with the Sons of Prometheus. He's the one who gave them the override tech to begin with.
Why doesn't that surprise me? That's probably all part of some master plan, huh?
At least we know we're good at wrecking those.
Damn straight.
Let me know if you find any Sons of Prometheus in the Daunt. I'll keep scouting those rebel camps.
Be careful.
What? Nothing. You just look good. That's all.
なるほどね。ああ、ここの。お腹空いたし、パン食べるか。お 正月成分を摂取してこよう。セーブポイント、セーブポイント。こっちじゃなくて、緑だった気がする。よいしょ。お疲れ様でした。おやすみなさい。